you?
Well. All right, we'll get going with Coach Brendan. Coach, you want to start us off with a statement?
Hi, Marie. That's my statement.
We'll open up for questions. Jack?
Coach, just talk about what you think you did so well in the first quarter and what happened the rest of the way.
Well, that's a big question.
Start off with the big questions.
Okay. You know, the first quarter, first of all, was the longest quarter of football I've ever been involved with in my life. I think it's because we were throwing the ball and the tempo and all that. But, you know, we were able to get a little momentum running the football. We hit a couple throws. The block punt was huge. You know, our defense dug in, and our defense was getting stops. You know, I think, you know, as it went, you know, we missed some tackles. The quarterback's a good player. I knew he was elusive, but he was stronger than I thought. He was breaking tackles, not necessarily making people miss all the time. So we got to work on that. Anytime you're playing a dynamic guy like that, you got to do a great job of keeping him corralled. And then when you get your hands on him, you got to get him down. And I think we missed a couple of those. You know, I made a mistake. In my opinion, I'll look at it more, but going forward on fourth down, I just thought with our tempo and the way we were running the ball at the time, I thought it was like we probably should have swung in a field goal there. I think then the second half, our defense came out, and I think they, if I remember correctly, it was three and outs in a row, and we had outstanding field position on offense, and we couldn't get anything going. Obviously, the turnovers were huge. They had to have had 21 points off of turnovers, which is always the key. That's it's one of our kind of keys to victory. Our plan to win is to win the turnover battle, and we did not do that today. So it's hard to win when you give the ball up like that. I thought our team played hard. I thought they fought till the end. I thought our punter was fabulous outside of one kick. We got to go back to work, and I need to coach them better and give them a better chance to be right when they line up. But you know, it's frustrating because we just didn't get the result we wanted.
Andrew. Yes, Coach, Andrew Payne inside the court. So on special teams today, I noticed 2 blocked extra points today. What are your thoughts on special teams play today?
Well, in terms of our PAT field goal, they weren't all that special, right? Well, obviously we had some trouble penetration in our A gap. It's something we got to look at on film. Coach Bernardi's a good coach, and we'll get that fixed. But it was in the same place both times, and so normally that's just a really big body a couple big bodies pouring up in there, working a double or triple team on one player, and I think that's what happened. And so we got to shore up that PAT protection because that's a fast way to lose football games if you can't.
So just talk a little bit. I mean, the offense struggled after the first quarter, but the Bailey either from Josh Love connection worked really well. What was the biggest thing you thought of the other two?
You know, I think Bailey's a player that's been consistently on the move in a good direction since we've been here. He had a really great spring. He was really consistent in fall camp. I think he's got a chance to be a dynamic playmaker for us, especially if today was any indication. He's a great kid. He's an incredibly hard worker. And so I'm really excited because I think he's got a nice combination of speed and quickness, you know, probably more so than anybody out on the field. And so he creates a tough matchup for people in the slot. And Josh was able to find him a couple times, and it's pretty exciting when it did.
Coach, today there was a large crowd by San Jose standards, but after halftime, a good portion of them left after the other team scored 21 unanswered points. Also, some of them probably wanted to watch a boxing match coming up. So what do you have to say about the school spirit today?
You know, I thought it was great. I thought it was a great start. And I think when you're trying to change something like that, it's a process. It doesn't get changed in one day. And it doesn't get changed because you have a new head coach or, you know, it's the start of the school year. It changes because you build some rapport with those people on campus, with the student population, and then also you win. And so that's going to take some time to build. I was actually encouraged. We did the Spartan Walk, and there was a bunch of students out there by student tailgate, and They were throwing the football around, and I was like, this is cool. This is going to be a good thing. And, you know, our alumni tent with our former players and our quarterback club, and it was a good group. And, you know, I'm not sure we're ready to compete with, you know, the fight of the century. And so maybe that's why people left. But hopefully someday we will be. Hopefully someday soon.
We're going to come back over here, Jeff.
Can you, Brendan, you talk about your run game? I think you only, through 3 quarters, you're averaging about 2.4 yards
Yeah.
carry. And also, what did you learn about the quarterbacks? And do you expect to continue to use both of them, or is Love definitely your starter? Or
I'll start with the quarterback thing just because I know that's what everybody wants to hear. I think in terms of the quarterback, we will make that decision later. For me to walk off the field and make that decision now is not fair to Josh or Montel or Sam. So Sam didn't play tonight, but Sam has done good things in practice also. So we'll look at that tape and we'll make that decision in the next couple days. They both did some good things, and the picks that Josh threw were tip balls and, you know, misplayed by a receiver one time and that kind of stuff. So those are fixable, you know. But in terms of the run game, obviously we need to be better. Our offensive line is a strength of our team. We were playing against a good team, so I need to give them credit. You know, it's not like we were lining up against nobody out there. Those guys are good, and they're big, and they're physical. And, you know, they're kind of one of those group of 5 teams that I think we all have a lot of respect for, because that's kind of what we aspire to, right? They've had 4 years in a row of 10 or 11 wins, and they've done a really good job of building that program. And so they've got good players up front, and I thought our guys fought, but we got to do a better job running the ball. I mean, we got to do a better job everywhere. I mean, we lost by 20 points.
We're going to come here, John.
From the game management position, how did it go for you guys in terms of getting the calls from the box on time, getting them on the field, personnel groupings, did all that go smoothly?
I thought it was pretty clean. You know, I was a little frustrated. We had a little bit of some procedure stuff on offense, was just like getting my teeth drilled. It was that much fun. But the procedure was good. I thought we had great communication. Obviously, I need to look at the tape, but I thought, you know, our punt team punted a lot. I don't know how many we had. It's probably on here somewhere. But 11 punts, that's, you know, 6 too many for a game. But I thought they did a nice job of punting the ball and covering the ball. Their returner is a major league player, and so to force them into some fair catches by hitting good kicks with great hang time and having good coverage, I was really encouraged by that. The protection was good for the most part. But as you know, in every time first game, there's always stuff that you need to fix. There's just a million things, right? But in terms of the procedure and the organization, I thought the energy with the team on the sideline was good. It's really similar to fans, kind of like when we started to struggle, I could feel that kind of dip. So we were trying to breathe some life into the team that way. So that's something that we got to coach better. But I thought the kids played hard. And, you know, our defense was still holding them late in the game, still trying to get the offense the ball back. The offense went in there and moved the ball well and, you know, caught them in a freeze play and hit a deep ball for a touchdown. And so the kids were still battling. And it's not good enough. It's not good enough. I have to coach them better. And so that's on me. And so I'll get to work on this and start fixing it now.
Andrew?
yes, redshirt freshman Montel made his collegiate debut today. And
Yes.
he led a good touchdown drive.
Yep.
Why don't you talk about his performance today?
I thought Montel did a good job with the time he went in there. You know, it's obviously a much different situation than what Josh had to face, because Josh had to face all the pressure of going out there at the start of the game. And when the game wasn't out of hand yet, you know, for Josh, where Montel, you know, the game was a little bit out of hand, right? So he's not playing against the first team group all the time, so it was a little bit different, you know. But I did think Montel went in there and he hit some throws. He looked good playing. But like I told you earlier, I thought Josh did some good stuff too.
Last question is Kaveen.
So you talked about how this is a short game for you guys you have short ball camp coming into this game.
Yep.
How do you think your team responded to that, less time to prepare for this game?
You know, I don't think lack of preparation was the problem today. I think it came down to blocking and tackling, right? And that's something that we got to work on as a coaching staff, because We didn't block well enough to run the football effectively when we needed to, and then we didn't tackle the quarterback well enough. Now, he's a hard guy to tackle. He's an awesome player. But that's one of those deals. When you get a chance to get a guy like that on the ground, he's got to go. You got to get him down. And credit to him. He's a real football player.
Coach, thank you very much for your
No problem. Thank y'all.
I have one more question, if you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, Lawrence.
So, Coach, the national anthem is a sensitive topic right now, and before the game, neither teams were present on the field. The public wants to know, is that something the team always does, or was that in the form of a protest?
That's something the team always does. As I've been told, we're never on the field for the anthem.
Do you know why? Is there a reason behind that?
I don't know why.
Thank
Very
you.
much.
Thanks, Coach. We'll go with Josh Love next.
Hold on, before you start, I'll answer that question for you when we're done, okay?
Questions for Josh Love? Jeff?
Josh, how do you evaluate your performance and personally, but also the team's started off really well and then it kind of got away from you?
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. I thought we did some really good stuff early, and we were executing. And once they started scoring, we kind of fell off, and we needed to answer their points, and we didn't do that.
Kavim?
You had a good connection going today with Bailey. What were we seeing out there, and how did that work out so well for you?
No, Bailey's quick. He makes quick moves, and he just gets open. I just hit him.
Any more questions for Josh? Josh, thank you very much. We'll go with Frank Enda next. Questions for Frank?
Frank, same theme sort of. First quarter, you guys stopped them real well. Do you think the defense got tired, or what do you think accounted for the fact that they started getting momentum, especially running the ball?
I mean, we might have got a little tired, but I think we were getting too excited and we were just hopping out of our gaps. We just got to stay fundamentally sound and we'll be fine. But we did some really good things early on, so we could learn from it and progress from there.
Kavim?
First quarter, you did a phenomenal job containing Quentin Flowers, but he got loose. It was a lot of broken tackles, stuff like that. What do you see you guys need to do to improve on that?
We just have to leverage the ball better. But I thought we did a good job swarming the ball, and we made some of the yards that he gained well earned for him. Yeah, I mean, he's a good player, but I think we did a good job containing him for a while.
Andrew?
Yeah, so your stats today tonight were 13 total tackles, including 2 for loss, and you even broke with a pass. Those are the numbers, and how would you evaluate your performance?
Personally, without my D-line, I would have never been able to make those plays. But I think I did average. I could have been a lot better. I grade myself like a C+, but there are lots of areas to improve on. And after that first game, I think we as a team, we're going to come back strong next week.
Can you talk more about Quentin Flowers? How does he compare to other quarterbacks you played?
He's more of he's almost like a running back type. He's really elusive with the ball in his hands. He knows how to change direction really well. So him compared to other quarterbacks, we just have to be more technical and a little bit more patient. Yeah.
We're going to come back here to Jeff.
Yeah, Frank, you guys obviously knew they were nationally ranked, and you probably read all about kind of what they did last year. When it was 16-0, you guys were ahead. What were you thinking?
In my head, I didn't even know the scoreboard. I never look up at the scoreboard other than looking at the offense. And, I mean, we just have to maintain our composure and play like the score 0-0 every time. But I wasn't shocked. We have a really good team.
When you knew you were ahead, you just didn't know the score?
Yeah, I just don't look at the score because then I get distracted.
Were you feeling more confident sort of at the end of the first quarter than you were?
Yeah. I love the energy. I thought we did really good things in the first quarter, offensively and defensively. It was really exciting to watch. So hopefully we could build upon that.
One more. Kavim?
What area you guys can improve the most next week defensively?
What's the main area? Just being more physical, probably. We'll be a little bit more physical and probably be a little bit more technically sound.
Frank, thank you very much. We're going to finish with Bailey Gaither. questions for Bailey? Kareem?
Exciting game for you, 2 touchdowns, 100 yards receiving. How are you feeling out there?
I felt pretty good. We just worked all fall camp, just grinding every day, and yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Yeah.
What do you think of the school spirit today? There were a lot of people out there.
I definitely thought that the school spirit was tremendous. We had a lot of support out there, and that's what we need. And I thought it definitely helped us as well. And I hope that they come out next week and support us the same, just like tonight.
We're going to come over here on the right to Jeff.
Bailey, as a receiver, is it more exciting to catch a touchdown or to block a punt?
I would say to block a punt.
What was that
Definitely.
like?
It was awesome. Huge momentum. We got the ball inside the 5, and then we ended up scoring on that drive. So just special teams is a big is big to us. Like is really important. So just to make that play for our team was a good feeling.
Any more questions for Bailey? Bailey, thank you very much.
Cool. Thanks.